Here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, Brown, a nice catch.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, these two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
A handoff to Mixon. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun on 3rd down. Colt. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, Colt. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Off the play fake. Colt. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
In his own end zone, it's Lance.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And they faked the handoff. Now Lance
On the move to his left.
and looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Mixon, and he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, Culp dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by John Johnson. And this will be brought back to the 22.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Culp. And he's got it. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. We heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Mike Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now a play fake. Lance. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. On play action, Lance.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Culp. He gets this one to Boyd. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Airing one out for Boyd. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They're going to try and throw. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football, and the Ravens have got it.
Well, I know he doesn't want a fumble lost by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do?
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Play action. Now it's Lance.
Rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Flush to his right. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Lance to throw it.
It's completed to Caldwell. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 25 on 2nd down, Lance escaping the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
Steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
110 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Lance. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
And they'll go for it. Lance
rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Culp. Open man is Uzama. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Back to throw. Culp, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lance going to sneak it.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Culp. It's Williams on the catch. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw on 2nd down, Culp.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
would put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently.
I say, and that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Throwing on first down. Culp. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Off the play fake. Culp.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And Lance's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now a play fake. Lance.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
On 1st down, Culp. This is caught. It's Boyd. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 1st and 10, Culp. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Throwing on 1st down. Culp. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. So we got man. Mike 55, man.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw again.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win, and they're not just winning.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.